Little Rock Police Department records show a job candidate was moved ahead even though they should have been disqualified, according to city policy, for a job overseeing the department's $80 million budget. Sources in the department tell us Chief Keith Humphrey not only recommended the candidate for the job, he asked others on the hiring committee to do the same. Our Susan L. Corey found several red flags and joins us now with more.
I learned not only did she lie on her application, when she submitted it, she had a warrant out for her arrest. Both things that would disqualify an entry-level officer. Still, her application moved ahead of 10 other candidates where she may have been put on the city's payroll, making on the high end more than $80,000 a year. It's just after 6 a.m. on an early day in April. This Southwest Little Rock street still quiet.
I was the only officer assigned to that call.
Officer Kevin Sexton parks while his patrol car dash cam rolls on a stop that hit an unexpected detour.
I was parked in the driveway.
Sexton narrowed in on this SUV, realizing he's not the only officer here.
I did see a black Tahoe that appeared to be the chief's.
His dash camera finished recording for the call. Then this happened.
I saw the Chief Humphreys. He pulled up and spoke to me just cordially, just seeing how everything was going.
The house Chief Keith Humphrey left isn't his address, but it does match another city record. Rewind to 2 days before. The police department received this job application with an address matching the Southwest Little Rock house where the chief was spotted. The applicant is Karen Hunter, and the job is Administrative Services Manager, overseeing the force's nearly $80 million budget. Sources in the department tell us not only is Humphrey in charge of hiring, he pushed Hunter's name to the top of the list, and then asked 2 other city employees who were helping vet candidates to do the same. When I asked Humphrey, he declined to comment. Hunter called me back saying the chief has been her friend for half a year and was at her house that morning to drop off a stolen car report. She then confirmed she wasn't honest on her application, which, if you follow the rules in the city's playbook, means she should have been disqualified. When questioned if she has a valid driver's license, Hunter says yes. Court records show no. My search shows it was suspended more than 3 years ago for failure to appear on a traffic offense out of Clark County. And only this week did she settle that. More trouble 2 years ago when she was caught in Little Rock driving with her suspended license. The fine on that went unpaid until this week when Hunter paid the balance of $400. When it turns to work experience, Hunter claims she's an assistant vice president at a college. Hunter says the Philander Smith College website is right. She's an assistant to the vice president of student affairs. Then there's what didn't make her job application, like this pending lawsuit. A credit card company is suing her for racking up over $1,000 in charges and going more than 2 years without trying to pay it off. We took all of this to the city board of directors, and 2 weighed in.
I'm not, in terms of where that's vetted, I'm not sure where you vet that information, get that information to determine whether somebody's lied on their application.
We need a change in leadership in the Little Rock Police Department.
Both have different takes on the chief's role.
Ideally, his resignation would be wonderful, but I don't know, because it doesn't look like the mayor's going to ask for his. The mayor's not going to fire him from what the mayor's told me.
The chief has my support.
But they find middle ground, saying the police department's hiring policies need reviewing. At this point, the police department has not responded to my request to find out what's the current status of Hunter's application. While the city attorney won't confirm it, we have an email from him to a source confirming his office is looking into these claims. Back to you.